Hi there. This is a brief video just to talk through how we can support your practice achieving the new obesity indicators for QOF. Now, Obesity O4, which is the one which will have the most patients, at least at the moment, isn't really anything new. It's shifted from an enhanced service into QOF. And for a long time, we've had something that many practices have been using to support both achieving the enhanced service, but more importantly, actually helping patients with their weight loss. So this is a bit of a flow map just to talk you through briefly how it works. And I'll give you a bit of a demo on a test patient so you can see exactly what goes on and what information could get sent to your patients. So a lot of the time we're asking patients to submit questionnaires with their weight, whether that's for the general one for their annual review or particularly just for their weight for, say, monitoring of their DOAC or something like that. If you've got the automation enabled and we can calculate the BMI, so using a height recorded as an adult generally, then they drop into the report for these admin kind of retrieve and save. That can calculate the BMI, and then if you have it enabled, it can also potentially send messages to patients. Now, if their weight is within the normal range, we basically send them a message saying, thanks for doing your weight. Your BMI has been calculated as such and such because of this, and so on and so forth. However, obviously some patients, it's not quite in range. I would be one of such patients, and if the range is above 30, i.e. obese, or 27.5 for some patients, then they get a slightly different message. I'm just going to show you that now. I've sent this to a test patient, but with my email recorded. And the wording of this, as you can imagine, we've thought about quite long and hard and kind of gone through various iterations. So thank you for taking the time to answer some questions. We've calculated your BMI using your height and the weight you've submitted. Your BMI is this, and then we give them the different bands. Again, this is adjusted depending on ethnicity. You may be already trying to lose weight. You are also entitled to free additional help on the NHS. Please use the link below to tell us if you'd like to access that help. There are many reasons why we don't send that message. If they've been signposted recently, if they've had eating disorders in the past or at any time, if they've, say, been diagnosed recently with cancer or something like that. There's lots of things we're quite careful about which patients this is sent to. If I follow the link, and let me just bring that over here and put in the date of birth for this test patient, you can then see what the options are. So again, we're giving them a link to some more information, but also again, this eligibility. And they've got three options. Yes, I would like help to lose weight. No, I'm already trying to lose weight, or no, leave me alone, I don't want to lose weight. As with all our questionnaires, you would just bulk file those generally, and then depending upon the answers, it will code the appropriate responses. If they say they want help to lose weight, if they're eligible for the NHS digital service and you want to direct patients there, then they would drop into reports to refer them. Let me just show you those. So again, like lots of our system, we've got the kind of retrieve and save. We've got a little weight folder here under our pathology module. There's a few others to do with kind of quality things, like if someone submitted a weight of 0, clearly an error. There's the retrieve and save. There are some that you might want to look at for clinical review. You've got patients who have completed the questionnaire and need to be manually referred to the NHS digital weight management services. Often, though, a lot of practices have it configured so that we just send them the information about the free local services that they can self-refer to. And again, that goes into the retrieve and save, and it codes the fact that we're referring them or giving them the information to self-refer. So it both hits the target, but it's supporting the patients. We've been running this for some time. We've had a lot of patients, I think well over 100 just on this one contract, who've completed the survey and said, yes, they would like help to lose weight. Not surprisingly, we know some practices have had the odd complaint about it. We do not give any kind of no complaints guarantee. I think culturally, we think it's a little bit like perhaps where we were before about, say, drinking or smoking, that we are now really used to the idea of recommending people cut down their smoking or stop and cut down their drinking. And we perhaps need to get more comfortable with the same thing for weight. But it's very much up to you as a practice how you want to use this, or if you want to use it. Like I said, it's part of the pathology module. And if you've not got it enabled and you want to, just give us a shout and we can set that up for you. The last thing that we've also done at the moment is just with the Obesity QOF indicator. This generally has far fewer patients. So I have configured it so that this is appearing on this test patient. And we've got this new alert here, QOF, consider pharmacotherapy for obesity. In time, we may well look to develop more for this, but at the moment, the numbers are likely to be very low. And the codes and things for exactly how it should be recorded aren't yet available for us to set up. It is also available under our prescribing QOF folder. If I just go down to that, where are we? Yeah, so we've added it on here. And as ever with our QOF alerts, we've got those that need to be doing by year end, and then those that need doing sort of now. What we'd recommend trying to do is keep an eye on these through the year, and then hopefully you won't have too much to sort of mop up patients right at the end of the year. And yeah, this will flag for review and kind of prompt staff to have that conversation with patients. So yeah, there might be more coming there, but certainly the obesity number 4 indicator is something that we've been supporting practices with for some time. And do let us know if you'd like that enabling for you. Thanks.